There's a brand new method slash framework that I actually found out by accident. So a couple of days ago, 5 or 6 days ago, I went on a bunch of coaching calls with my clients where I basically wanted to analyze their content, go through their Instagram profile, see what performs best, and then make a plan to double down on that, get more views, go viral, blah, blah, blah. And there was a specific pattern slash method that kept appearing. So all of these 5 coaching clients, they all have fully different models. Like there's nothing in common, like maybe the hair color. But the builds, their niche, everything is fully different. But there was one type of video that kept going viral on all of them, on all of the accounts. And I found that really interesting. So I kind of dug deeper, right? And that night, after I finished all of those calls, I didn't sleep for like an extra 40 minutes and I went ahead and kept analyzing. So I have an IG profile that is just for finding out new models, right? So I just follow like 400 OF models. It is only for finding new models, seeing content, getting inspiration, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I made a list of like 30 different OF models where they all followed this same framework slash method. I'm not sure what to call it, pattern, method, framework, but it works for every niche, by the way. So I compiled a bunch of these accounts. So faceless accounts, big boobs, big ass, small ass, big hips, all kinds of bodies, good body, average body, even AI, by the way, right? So every single niche can make this video. And I'm going to show you a bunch of different accounts following this same pattern. And so even every single model probably, so even if they don't know about this pattern, probably every single model that ever created a video created at least one of these videos by accident, if anything, right? But our goal is to make going viral and gaining views be consistent, right? We don't want it to be volatile and by luck. We want to figure out a pattern, a system that always works. And so now this method, I'm going to call it method, is showing the full body in the video. Now this sounds stupid, but hear me out for a second, right? So with TikTok, for example, to go viral there, the most important part was the hook, like 2 years ago, for example. Because what would they do? They would scroll, right? And then they gotta see your video, so you would need a hook. So let's say you were recording a video like in front of you, you would like pop a bit in the video, you would immediately start dancing, moving around, so it catches their attention, right? Because movement catches attention. But with Instagram, it's a bit different. You can't just hold the camera and like move a bit in the video. It's a fully different pattern, framework, everything. It works in different ways. On Instagram, the number one thing that's appreciated is the thumbnail. The thumbnail and the first frame. What is proof of that? Ashton Hall. Ashton Hall, you've all heard of him. Big black guy, buff, and he sprints. Every single video he uploads gets like, I don't know, 25, 50 million views. Some of them get 500 million views, 250. His videos go insanely viral. Why? It would be weird not to click on his video when you see it. It's a huge ass black guy with an extremely high quality camera, sprinting, and every single muscle in his body is popping, right? It might be the steroids, it might be the running, I don't know. But what's important is everybody clicks on that. Why? It's a great thumbnail. It's a great first frame. On Instagram, that matters the most because they're not just scrolling. When you open the feed, you actually have the videos playing. You see the thumbnail and they start playing by themselves. So you want them to click on that. It's different than TikTok. And so, for example, Ashton Hall, every video goes viral, right? So the game then becomes is how can you create as good of a first frame and thumbnail as possible, right? So if they just see the thumbnail, they want to click. If the video starts playing, if they see the first frame of the video or the first second, they again want to click on it. And the general answer I found is show your full body. Now again, hear me out for a second, right? It's much better than just having a close-up of your face, like recording a video and just, oh, blah, 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 I'm showing my face. Full body is much better. I'll show you why, right? Full body with very high quality lighting, stuff going on in the background. It's amazing. I'm going to show you a bunch of example accounts, but first, make sure to join my personal Telegram channel down below and check out techfusion.com. I also offer one-on-one coaching / mentorship for serious agencies that want to know how to increase traffic, grow IG accounts. People struggling with getting their IGs banned, by the way, also that. I've had like 3 different people come on calls recently because their IGs keep getting banned. And our IGs with the systems we run never get banned. So I always notoriously like to say we've never had an account banned. That is a little lie. We've had only one account ever banned, one and nothing else. So one account we got banned on IG. And I always say we never got an account banned because on that account, we did stupid stuff. It was bound to get banned. But on the actual methods, the systems we run, we never got an IG account banned, ever. Like there's a bunch of ban waves, you know them, they've been happening for months now. You always see people mentioned, oh, in the latest ban wave, my IG got banned. We don't have that happen. Also, if you need guidance, if you want bulletproof and proven systems that work, that are proven to work strategies, there's no person better to come than me when it comes to traffic, right? And just an hour before recording this video, I had a great coaching call with a guy named Mario. He's from Greece, and he actually told me some very nice words. So he shared with me that he already had a mentor, but like a life mentor a couple of years back, and he was into the cargo ship business. You know, he has a couple of hundreds of millions in his name when he was in the cargo ship business. But he had that mentor. He worked for him for free. He was a life mentor, a business mentor, everything. And he unfortunately passed away a couple of years back. And Mario actually told me I remind him of him, which are, first of all, they're very nice words. And second of all, they are very big shoes to fill. And that's because I gotta take his place now. I gotta be equally as good or a better mentor than him. But that meant honestly quite a lot to me, that he compared me to him. He also said he had 3 different coaching calls already with 3 different OFM YouTubers, and they all seemed this ingenuine or ingenuine. I'm not sure what the word is, but they just try to take his money. They didn't take the time to understand his issue, and he actually appreciated that I took my time to first understand his issue and that I was very honest about if I can help him and then how I can help him. I first took like 30 minutes, 20 minutes to fully understand this situation. We went through everything, where he's at, where he wants to get to, everything. And then I honestly told him if and how I can help him. He really appreciated that. He's going to be getting the coaching. He has his chatting pretty good. It's nailed down, but he needs to improve his marketing. That's why he came to me. We had a great call. He's going to be getting the coaching. And I'm now going to go ahead and show you a bunch of these profiles in fully different niches, but they all follow the same framework, right? It's going to be very interesting. And there's like 30 different accounts here, right? If you don't want to go in and type them one by one, just message me on Telegram, message me links or give me the links or something like that. I'll send you the list because I have the list ready, like 30 different accounts. I have the niches listed out. Shoot me a message, I'll forward it to you, but let's get started. So again, as I said, I have all of these accounts here and they go in a bunch of different niches. LED lights in the background, cosplay, videos in the house, full body plus walking, versatile. These are categories where they do a bunch of stuff, skits, all of that stuff, so I didn't know where to put them. Bikini, even an AI model account doing this. Gym plus yoga, faceless goth, I have everything. So let's get started. First of all, Ashton Hall. I just want to show him as an example because I feel like he kind of started this trend, right? So take a look here. This video with 500 million views. Let me just turn off my... There we go. I don't want to get too cold. For example, his video, 500 million views. How are you not going to click on this? A guy in a... Is it balaclava? I think that a baklava is a dessert from Turkey, but balaclava I think is the full stuff on his head. Or a ski mask, right? That's a more simple name. But how are you not going to click on this? So this is the framework, let's say. Method, pattern, full body showing, right? And very important, high quality. So how are you not going to click on this? And this is the first frame, him sprinting. So if the video starts playing, you want to see this. And he follows this pattern in every single video. And he actually mentioned, I don't know where I heard it, but he actually mentioned why his growth is so big. He mentioned that he nailed down I'm not sure about the exact words, but he nailed down to get the perfect thumbnail and the first frame. And that's the most important part to grow on Instagram. And we want to use that to our advantage. As you can see, every single video follows the same pattern. You can see either his upper body, most of his body, or the entire body. And it always goes viral, a bunch of million views. And imagine how many views he would get if he just had a camera up and, oh, he's looking at the camera, right, he would still get probably a couple of million views because he's a big personality. But compared to all of these videos, imagine if he was just holding a camera up and talking. These videos get much more views. Now let's actually get into the OFM part. So you can do this with a bunch of niches. First of all, it always has to be high quality. This is important. Always has to be high quality. But the background, here she has an LED background. That's such a simple way. If you have a shitty room, it doesn't look good, or it even looks good, but you want to make it better, LED lights, like get 2 LED lights, you have a cool background. High quality camera. And what she does is her entire content is her standing in the camera. She's just standing. And she does cosplay plus some videos in revealing clothes, and she has text on the screen. We also have Alyssa Griffith. I think that's how you pronounce it. All she does is stand. That's her entire content. That's how she goes viral. She stands in the videos. And she does some cosplay. She does costumes. And this kind of video always goes viral for her, where the shirts get bigger and bigger, right? So these kinds of videos, she figured out a pattern that works for her, but every single time the background is fun, it's either LED lights or stuff like this, and she stands in the camera and exists, and she just moves a little bit, just looks around, keeps going viral. So easy to get views, right? But you might be like, okay, but my model doesn't look this good. Well, let's continue. This in a bikini or cosplay sometimes, in a bikini, great views, just stands here, shows off her body, right? Easy views. Most important part, high quality. This is an example of sporty slash lifestyle, but mostly gym slash yoga content. As you can see, she does the splits or a stretching pose in every single video, and that's the entire content. 500k views, 1 million views, 800k views, 200k views. She just does these yoga poses everywhere. Skits plus yoga poses, right? This is the first frame. But in the video, the thumbnail, most important part, right? This is a very interesting angle compared to just holding the camera. Good lighting, good quality, good angles. Because we have to get the first frame and the thumbnail right. The thumbnail is, if they just see the video like this, they want to click on it. But if the video starts playing, right, it's still interesting. This is very interesting, by the way. Most people don't run faceless models, and I prefer not to run faceless models, but there are good ways of doing it. The revenue is always better on a real model, the potential, but if you really want to do a faceless model, this is a great example. So there's kind of a saying that I like to say, the best faceless content is the content you don't realize is faceless. This is full body content example of faceless. She never shows her face, and she just stands here and walks around and shows her outfits. That's the entire content. Take a look. That's it. Nothing else. And she's faceless. And it gets great views. 4.2 million here. Great stuff, isn't it? Right? So I'm beginning to show you this works for every single niche. It doesn't matter how your model looks. Everybody can create this style of content. Cosplay, LED background, good lighting, good angles, high quality content, right? Explains itself. Full body, I'm telling you. And it doesn't have to be full body. It can be knees and up, thighs and up, full body like this. But it just keeps going viral. And there are a bunch. I'm probably not going to go through each account because I'm just going to be repeating myself. But I'm just going to fly through a bunch of them now to show you. 59 million views, by the way. Why? Full body plus an interesting thumbnail. She is walking half naked while 10 guys stare at her in the public. It's going to go viral, right? Very simple. It has to go viral. And I've shown models that look great so far, but you can... Okay, by the way, let me stop myself. AI model. This is an AI model. It can still work great. I don't want to show some of these videos because they might be too sexual for YouTube. But this, for example. This is AI. Right? You can even do AI like this. Full body content with AI. It's such a simple framework. And again, people kind of love the videos, or at least love to create the videos where they hold the camera, stuff like that. That worked great on TikTok because it would give a more of a warm approach, let's say. But on Instagram, you want to get them in. First frame and a thumbnail. That's the name of the game. Next up, a redhead. Even just videos around the house and in sexy outfits. Goes viral, gets great views, and it doesn't have to get a million views, right? It depends on how your model looks, blah, 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 a bunch of factors. But I'm showing you so many different models. Your model has to look like one of these, right? Example here also, cosplay, LED lights, good camera quality, full body. I'm telling you, the framework writes itself. This is a bunch of skits here. Again here, full body stuff, in bikinis, around the house, oiled up body, next to the pool. Also this, right? I don't have to keep repeating the same pattern, but you can see it yourself. Take a look at this also, you can see it yourself. The pattern just keeps appearing. This is Instagram content. For TikTok, you can do, oh, blah, 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 face, I'm holding the camera, but on IG, first frame and thumbnail. That's it. And good camera quality, of course. But I'm just giving you a bunch of these example accounts. Works great. Also works great. Full body, cosplay, bikinis, walking around, fun backgrounds all the time. This is MRBB. She just does videos in the house where she starts off close to the camera, shakes her ass a bit, turns around. She should turn around. And there she goes. That's her every single video. Also goth, you can do it in the goth niche. Look at these videos, for example. Look at how viral they're going. They're all the same. She just shows her full body. Such a simple framework. Also, this is a secondary account of the model I already showed. She does quite a bit of cosplay here. Goth and cosplay. Demon Mika. She's very known. Extremely high quality camera, crazy good lighting, LED backgrounds, full body videos. I don't know what else to tell you. Cosplay, full body, LED backgrounds. And also here a ginger, right? It explains itself. And that's pretty much it, right? The framework, very simple. Just follow it. Full body, good camera quality, good thumbnail, good first frame. And that's it. And again, every single model already probably made this, at least one of these videos by accident. But I want to turn it into a framework so you can recreate more of these videos, because I'm telling you, it's very interesting. I went on like 5 different coaching calls and 5 fully different models kept getting one piece of content that goes viral, and that was when they showed their full body. And I found that very interesting. So I hope this framework helps you. Good luck.